Chillout Records. Okay, I'm ready now. On this notepad, every day I thought I would train to write rhymes till I became a lot like insane. But for now I left rhymes and things started getting strange. I felt drained and my brain wasn't thinking the same. I couldn't point out the cause of the pain, my flaws and the way I started a loss of the game. With the ladies, I'd floss at the lames. It was scary, at work I'd suck up to my boss who was great. Every day that passed just looked the same. Felt I was in a loop or replay, doing it over again. Lost my life objectives, cause my wife would object this. Started believing that a knife would inject bliss. What am I thinking? I've never been drinking, so I took a pause to regain my balls and a brain, only to realize what I had lost was the flame, that initial spark to win it all for the fame. Now I do this music cause it moves me. Screw these movies, procrastination taking a hold. I'm breaking the hold in my life, is taking a toll, losing control.
Let's get started. Let's get started.
Now I do this music cause it moves me. Screw these movies.
Thank you guys for checking out the channel. I'm your host SG. Holy shit. Mic check. Can you guys hear me? Are you able to hear me perfectly clear? Loud and clear. Sound check. All right, looks like the sound is working. We'll just reduce that volume just a little bit there. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. Let's get started, man. We've got a lot to talk about today, man. Whew. The topic. First of all, I hope you guys love the new layouts. I kind of like redesigned the whole the whole screen and everything, the whole layout and the way the whole camera pops up. Look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at that. God damn it. Look at that. Look at all sexy. Plus, on top of that, you know, got a new haircut, you know, looking all fresh and clean, ready to get started for the new year. The other reason I kind of wanted to get a haircut, I was just, you know, starting a new job. Need to look like I'm not homeless. So obviously there's that. And for those of you that are checking out the channel, I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry for the delay. I got a bit held up on a call somewhere else. But thank God I made it on time, man. All right, so today we're going to be talking about the way I lost 350,000 Kenya shillings, man, in a freaking single day event. It was just one of those things that just happened, and you have to live with yourself for the rest of your life. Like this is the mistake that I did. This is the fuck up. It's my fuck up. I'm gonna own up to it, right? And it is what it is, you know. So I have screenshots of all the transactions, all the trades that I made, and how I ended up losing all this money. And there's a whole story to this. There's a journey and the people that I got myself involved with. And I'm going to share that with you guys. Obviously, talking about the platform and the platform that I use to make these trades. I think I'll do a video about this at a later stage, and maybe walk you guys through how this platform works. And maybe you guys can also learn something. Obviously, this is not supposed to be a financial advice kind of a video. Obviously, okay, I'm just gonna put that out there. But yeah, it's just been a crazy journey. I mean, 2020 was just one of those years where shit, a lot happened, and it's all just a blur. But when you look back at it and you're like, damn, is this what happened? You know? So I mean, 350,000 Kenya shillings is about 2,300 pounds. If you look at the exchange rate at 150 Kenya shillings, it looks like we've got a viewer. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. And 2,300 pounds is quite a lot of money for some people, you know. And just losing that in a single day. I mean, there are people who make this for a month, you know, they make that at the end of the month, and you know, someone just losing that in a day, it's devastating, you know. And yeah, so I'm just gonna share the story of how this whole thing happened. So I've got this new layout. Obviously, I hope you guys like it. I'm gonna test out the way I'm sharing my screen this time. I hope it works. Just give me a second here. Let me see if I can get it to share the screen at the right time. Let me see this 1 second here. So we've got the camera thing and then the screen share. So screen share comes in like that. So it's like, you know, there's a small box of me there on the side, and then, you know, the whole screen gets shared. So so when I do videos and stuff, you guys can clearly see that. All right, cool. So back to this. Okay. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a crazy journey. So get ready for the story, man. Okay. I met this guy. We used to study together back in campus, and he was studying business administration or something business related. Okay, and I was IT. I was the IT guy. We were studying together, and this was years ago, right? We were studying together. We were really good friends. We started hanging out together. We built a really good connection, and we started making music together. He was also into music, and I was also into music, and we got together and we worked together, and it was really fun. It was a really good connection. We shared a lot of moments and things together, and we built stuff together. And it's just one of these friends that you make in campus, and you know that this is a friend for life. You feel like he's got my back, I've got his. Something like that. And things were really good. We really bonded over the years. I mean, 4 years with someone, 4 years with someone is not a short amount of time, right? So, over the years, we formed this bond. But towards the fourth year, obviously, we just realized that now we're going to branch off into our separate fields. I'm software engineer. He's done business administration or whatever in business. I can't freaking remember exactly what he studied, but it was business related. It was more about just all this business shit. I'm not good with all of that stuff. So anyway, that's what he studied. And I said, okay, you know what? I know towards the fourth year, we're all going to branch off into our own different fields, and life's going to happen. We're both going to start working, and we might not be in contact with each other. And it's just life, you move on and you start doing your own thing, and you forget the people that you were with, because now you've surrounded yourself with the people in your field, the people with your same interests, isn't it? It's just a way of life. It's no hard feelings. There's nothing. It's not like I'm abandoning him or telling him like fuck off, I don't want to be your friend anymore or anything like that. We just grew apart. I went into my field, he went into his field, and that was life. Now 3 years down the line, I still had his contact, and I was like, shit, man, I was here now in the UK. He was still back there in Kenya, and I reached out to him. I started talking to him like, hey, what's been going on? Like, I know I haven't been in contact, and he also hadn't been in contact. And even though we did some songs together, even after we graduated and we were still in our fields, we worked in some songs together. We did collaborate together, and it was really fun. But after all this time had passed, and he was just completely, he just went MIA. I went MIA. I was busy. I was focusing on myself. And when I reached out to him and I said, "Hey, what's up? What have you been up to? I haven't heard from you from such a long time." And then unfortunately, what he told me was, yes, I did bachelor's in business administration, whatever. I went back to do my master's because I wasn't able to get a job, and I've been jobless ever since. When I heard this, and I felt really sorry for the dude. I felt like shit. This guy has been hustling, and he's not been as successful as I am. And I even felt like I even share my side of the story, because for me it was completely opposite. It was the opposite, because I was able to get jobs. I was job hopping from one job to the next. I was getting offers left, right, and center. I think maybe my field was different, but I made the connections. I was able to climb that corporate ladder. 4 years down the line, I've got 4 years of work experience, and he's got 4 years of unemployment. And it's not something that you can laugh about. It was just like I felt like this was the guy that I've known for all this time, and how can I help him? Most of the people that are on my contact list, they're there because they've either helped me out, or I know that they've given me ideas in order to help me grow as an individual. So if I do ever get to the top, I'm always going to go look back at the people that helped me, and I reach out to them and be like, you know what, I'm going to help you out as well, because it is because of you I've reached this position. Why should I leave you behind, right? And that's the whole purpose of having this community, this friendship, and all this kind of stuff. So, man, when he told me about, like, I've been unemployed for 4 years, and he wasn't able to get a job first. For like 2 years he searched. He wasn't able to get a job. He went back and did his master's for 2 years. While he was doing his master's, now he did some side hustling, and from what he told me, he worked as a model. And his most of his posters and pictures, I don't know if they're still available on Mombasa Road or there are other roads that have these massive banners and he's got his portrait up there, like his picture taken up there as advertising for a certain company and all that kind of stuff. So he was working as a male model, and it's obviously not in his field of what he studied, and I felt really sorry for the guy. I was like, you've spent all this time and energy on studying what you've been passionate about, but you're not able to apply that in the real world. You're just working as some model or something. I kind of felt sorry for the guy. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna see if I can try and help this guy out. Now at that time, I didn't have any ideas at that point. I was like, I'm a very technical guy. I'm into like IT stuff. It's got nothing to do with him. I don't know how I can incorporate him or make him do anything. We can collaborate on something together that can kind of like help him out, right? So anyway, a couple of months went by. This was around 2019, and I started looking at other sources of income. You should always look for other sources of income, even if you do have a 9-to-5 job. It's not the end of the fucking world. You need to go out there and look for a second source of income. And if you have that mentality of like, oh, it's just my 9-to-5 that's gonna pay all the bills, nah, man. Even if your 9-to-5 is paying you really well, you should always have a secondary source of income. All right. Because why the fuck not? I started looking online, and I came across this whole hype around trading. What is trading? Trading. I was like, whoa, what the hell is all this trading thing all about? So I heard about this platform called IG Trading, and and it's very popular here in the UK. So I joined the platform and I opened a demo account, and with the demo account they give you fake money. You can just put that fake money into the platform, and it just allows you to execute trades. Now, it's very clear on the website. It tells you on the platform itself. It tells you that this platform is very complex. These are very complex instruments. You cannot just some random guy just wake up and just start being a trader, a day trader, and you think that you're going to start making millions overnight. They clearly say that on the website, but I was so naive. They made it so accessible, and this was the fucked up thing. And I think it's obviously they do that because they want to make money off you. Every trade that you do on that platform, they're making money off it. But anyway, the way they made that platform and all these other trading platforms is that it's so accessible for you to go in there and start trading and just watch your wins and losses. Basically, they want you to get in because they know it's addictive. You'll get into that feeling of greed. So there are only two emotions that drive this whole platform. It's greed or fear, right? Those are the only two emotions that really drive the markets: greed and fear. And so I got in, and I'm on a demo account, and they just tell you like, hey, just put in this much amount of money. You can do all your trades, buy and sell stock market indices, and make your profit. It's so easy, I had no knowledge whatsoever. So the one good thing I did was, hey, this is something to do with markets and shit. Maybe my friend can come in, the guy who's been jobless for 4 years. Maybe I can bring him in. I can fund the account, and he does the trading, and together we can trade together, and and we can split the profits 50-50. So that was what was going on in my head. I was like, this is a fantastic idea. I can give this a try. So let's do this. But at that point, I didn't want to really put in my money, because it was like, fine, I've got money on the sideline, but do I really want to put all this money into the account? And even if it was a small amount, but the markets that I was looking at was so expensive. Wall Street, S&P 500, US Tech 100. These markets were so propped up and so expensive. And we're talking about before COVID. Okay. And I couldn't afford these markets. I mean, you'd have to have a minimum balance of like 500 pounds to just get started. Now, yes, I did have 500 pounds lying around, but did I want to put that in? No, I didn't want to put that in. But I was so drawn to the whole concept of trading, and I thought, this is amazing. If I can collaborate with someone who's got knowledge in all of this business stuff, maybe we can make money together. So I thought of him, and I said, okay, either find a way to maybe save up a little bit of money on the side and then put this into the account. And then I just tell him like, look, maybe he can come, but he was not going to be able to come up with the money. Obviously he was broke as fuck. So there was, I wanted to help him. The whole purpose of this was, in the process I'm helping him, I'm also learning how to use this platform because he's going to teach it to me, because he's got more knowledge in, business and whatever. And he'd be able to analyze and read these markets better than I can. So I was like, I'm going to get this guy in. He'll learn how to use the thing. He'll teach me. So he'll win. I'll win. It's a win-win, right? And the risks I'm willing to take, right? I'll take the risks. So there was a lot, to take in. And anyway, a couple of days passed by and I got a check in the mail. A check in the mail from the freaking government. I'm not even lying to you guys, man. Now, obviously, it could be maybe because I might have overpaid my taxes while I was employed in 2019 or something like that happened. I might have overpaid taxes or something like that. This was the first time I got a check in the mail from the government telling me that I've got some money back, my taxes back, to return back to me. Now, I wasn't even expecting this money. I got a check there written 1,300 pounds. 1,300 pounds is about, if we do the math correctly, I think around 190 or 180,000 Kenya shillings. And I was like, what? Where? How did I get this? And they were like, yeah, you overpaid your taxes 2019 or whatever, and before that you were unemployed and all that kind of stuff for that tax year or something like that. I have no idea how it works. All I know is there's a check in the mail. It's 1,300. This is 1,300 that I would have never known I had. Right? This is money that now I wasn't even expecting. Now guess what happened at that point? The first thing I did, I just put that money. I said, you know what, I'm going to use this for trading. That was the first thing I was like, I will put this money aside. I'm going to trade with this money. Let's just do that. So I contacted Mark. I'm going to call him. I'm going to say Mark. I'm going to say his second name, but Mark. Yeah. So Mark is the guy. I contacted him. I said, you know what, let's do some trading together, man. I told him, look, I understand you're broke. I want to help you. And you can also help me. In return, you can teach me how to use this platform better. You can teach me how to read markets and all that kind of stuff. Now, I understood that this guy has a master's degree in business administration or business something, right? He would be able to understand how these complex markets work, right? He would be able to teach me and guide me on how to use this shit, right? So it's going to be a win-win. Right? I don't need to have gone to uni for 4, 5 years, 6 years to learn about business and how to read markets and shit. Maybe this guy can teach me something and we can both benefit out of this whole thing, and I'll compensate him 50%. 50% of the trades of any profit. 50%. I said, like, we're going to go 50-50 on this. Let that sink in for a second, because not a lot of people, not a lot of your friends will tell you, look, I'm going to put in all the money into this trading platform and I'm going to give you full access to all this money. And you go and do the trades and we'll do 50-50 on the profits. Most people, if they fund the account, right, they will give you maybe 10%. I gave him 50%. I said, we're going to do this together. All right. Anyway. So we started off at 1,300 pounds. So I'm going to literally share a screen. I'm going to share a screenshot of the trades that we were making. So let me show you guys this thing. Oops, that's the wrong button. I'm going to share this screen like, how do I share a screen? Yeah, there we go. All right, look at this, man. Look at this, man. I'm not even joking, guys. I mean, these are the trades that we were doing, right? We were trading Wall Street. We were so fucking naive. And the guy joined the platform with me. I thought he would be more knowledgeable in this field. I thought he would have done the due diligence of like at least doing the research of how to use the platform, how to position ourselves, in a less riskier way. Okay? Now, one thing I've learned in life is when things are good and it's too good to be true, you better start asking yourself, is this really true? Is this really right? Is this something that makes sense? So look at these trades, right? 23rd Feb, and this is all in a single day. Look at the profits that we're making here. 4 pounds, 5 pounds, 4 pounds. So 4 pounds, like on a single trade, is like 400 shillings, 500 shillings, 400 shillings. And this is like every couple of, like this was at 11 o'clock at night, 11:30, 12:30, 12 p.m. the next day, 2:30 the next day, 2:33. It's like, every couple of minutes we could just get into a couple of trades and just make like, 400, 500 shillings. And then 19 pounds was like 2,000 shillings in a couple of minutes. In a couple of minutes, man. We were just going we were going at it. When I saw him trading and making these kind of profits, and I was like, shit, it's just that simple. We can do this together, right? So look at all these trades we're making. We're making money, 8 pounds, 7 pounds, 6 pounds, and this is in a span of a day. Fine, we lost like 11 pounds over here. 22 pounds, 17 pounds, 2 pounds. At the end of the day, at the end of 24th of Feb, we had 2,132 pounds in the account. Like from 2,000 pounds, we just grew it up to like 2,001. Like in a day, we're making like 100 pounds in a day. 100 pounds in a day is like, how much is that in Kenya shillings? Like not even 100, let's say 150. Even if we were doing 150 times 150, that's 22,000 Kenya shillings in a day. Like I know people, it was shocking. It was shocking. Like you can make this kind of money in a day. I know people who are making this in a month, and we're making these kind of figures in a day, and it was just like, what the freaking hell? Oh wait, actually you can't see the end of that. Let me just do this 1 second. Yeah, there you go. So you can see that 22 pounds in a single trade, 22 pounds, 17 pounds, 3 pounds, 1 pound, 8 pounds, 7 pounds. Like these are all trades and they're all timestamped and everything. And like this is the kind of money that we were making in a day, and we were just splitting the profits at the end of the week. We had no concept of what a trading plan is. We didn't know what limits and stops are. We didn't know what is a position size. We didn't know what market analysis is. I mean, even the site itself is telling you 76% of people who use this platform are going to lose money. Like 76%. Let's put that into perspective. If I did 10 trades, right? 8 of those trades are going to make me a loss. But it's either it was luck, maybe it was luck. And I'm going to show you how the chart looked like in 2019 before the COVID-19 crash. And you guys are going to be completely shocked. Okay? So we're here having a happy time. Trump is in office. The markets are just going all crazy. Everything is just escalating. It's like, every time the market dips, you just buy the dip. That's all we were doing, buying the dip. Man, it was some crazy shit. Okay. Anyway. So, fuck, man. I told him, look, man, 50-50 partnership. So if we're doing 50-50, right? Let's look at this. Look at this, for instance, right? If we're doing 50-50 on this, right? That means on this trade, 22 pounds, we'll go 50-50, 11 pounds each person, right? Even if we made, in a day, we made 100 pounds, we would split this 50-50. So he'd make 50 pounds off in a day. And that's still like what, 5,000 Kenya shillings? If I'm using the exchange rate of like today right now. So it's like 150 so 7,500 in a day, man. In a day. We're not even talking about in a week. In a couple of days. So let's say 2 days you make 7,500. Man, that's that's some crazy shit. And here's the thing. When you start making these kind of profits, you start getting greedy. You start getting very greedy because you start feeling like, I am unstoppable. I am unbeatable. I know what I'm doing. The market should bend to my rule. which was one of the most, was the big, it's all psychological, man. And this thing was really getting to both of our heads. He was like, oh, the market's going to turn around. If he got into a trade, he didn't have any stop losses, right? If the trade went into negative territory, he would say, and this was his words, hope and pray that the market turns around. That was the strategy that we were using, the hold, hope, and pray strategy, the hold, hope, and pray strategy. That was our trading strategy. And I was like, what the freaking fuck? What the freaking fuck? 1 second here. What the hell is going on over here? Have I changed something here? No, okay, I'm still sharing the screen. All right, cool. Thought I lost the screen share for a second there. Okay, yeah, so it was like, man, I was in complete shock. Complete shock. Anyway, we kept doing this for a couple of months. I think we started in October, November, December. December, I kind of went off, and end of December, we took a break for like 2-3 weeks. And we were supposed to come back in January, and so now this is 2020 of January. We came back and we were like, let's get back and make some more money. So I'm going to show you what the markets look like. I think I even have screenshots of like, we'll get into all these other videos later as well. I wanted to talk about these as well. Oh yeah, I kind of did a speed test the other day. This was kind of why my connection was kind of bad. I noticed, so you can see the upload speed's really fucked up, and it's because of the upload speed, why some of the streams have been a bit messed up. So yeah, we'll go through all of these memes later on. So you can see right here, man, like I was sending him every couple of weeks, I'd send him like 13,000, 14,000, 6,000. Like I have the records here, man. I'm not even afraid to not show this, like share this with you guys. But this was what's going on, man. Like 50 pounds, 100 pounds. I mean 100 pounds in like a week. It was crazy. Like, we were making mad. So that means that week we made 200 pounds profit in a week. That's not sustainable. But we didn't know this. We were both idiots. And the fucked up thing is, and the thing that really pisses me off is this guy couldn't even learn how to use this market, learn how to use the platform, see what the fuck the risks are, and tell me, hey, what we're doing is wrong. We need to have a trading plan. We need to learn how to analyze markets. We need to learn how to watch trends. I didn't even know what a trend is. At that time. And this is how we were just, making money out of thin air. And we were like, oh, we're going to be sitting in Lambos in January. Fucking idiot, man. Anyway, I kind of did my speed test today. So it kind of it looks like the upload speed is now kind of improved. So it looks like the connection is going to be stable. So yeah. Yeah, so when you buy the dip in a crash and it dips even further, this has been the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals maybe ever. Yeah, that's so true, man. So freaking true. We'll go through these memes later on, but yeah, this is how it has been. Let me see if I can show you guys what the platform looks like. Let me just open it over here and then share it with you guys so you guys have a look at what it looks like. 1 second here. Man, it's just crazy. It is just crazy. Let me see if I can just not reveal too much. Give me a second here, guys. Okay, there we go. So I think that should be enough. Although this is the demo account, but it's fine. So, so this is what the platform kind of looks like, okay? I'm going to remove these drawings, so it'll just be easier for you guys to see. Drawings, remove the drawings. So what did the market look like in 2020? Okay, this was the market in 2020. You can already see that freaking cliff. You can see the cliff. Anyway, forget the cliff, man. This is what the market looks like, all right? We've got the market here coming in from October. And this was the time that we started trading, right? All over here, October, September, October. Because I got the check around over here. I got the check when we were somewhere here, around over here when it had collapsed over here. I think Trump was in office. Some crazy things happened. I think he did like some crazy attack on some Osama bin Laden or some, not Osama bin Laden, but some other person in Iran or something. Like he counter-striked or something and did some messed up shit, just to cause some hype and whatever. He said he took out some Iraqi or whatever, and the market just tanked like that, and then it just recovered the next day. And all of this was just new to us, and all we would do is we would just, every time the market dipped, we would just buy into the dip. The other thing was we weren't even trading on the daily chart. We were trading on the hourly chart. It was messed up. It was messed up. So if you looked at this chart like this, right? Because let's say you can't see the future, obviously. You're in 2020. You don't know COVID's going to happen or anything like that's going to happen. In your mind, you're like, oh, just buy the freaking dip. Every time you see a red candle, you just buy it. You buy the market and it just rallies up, rallies up, rallies up. Every time it drops down, it rallies up. Even when we made consecutive losses over here in these dips, we just kept buying. We just kept buying and propping up the market. And it just kept going and going and going. Now, here's the story of what happened on that. And he was doing the same thing. In fact, he wasn't even trading on the hourly. He was trading on the 1 minute or the 5 minute chart, which was even worse. And he was trading from Kenya. And sometimes if the connection just drops out, you can't even monitor the trade and you don't even know where it's going to go. But forget about monitoring the trade, because you can't even trade these things on those kind of time frames, right? We had no idea what a trend was, what a stop loss is. If you get into the trade over here and the market just reverses, how do you get out? You have to manually get out. Oh, it was so messed up, very messed up. So anyway, we're just looking at the market. So every day, and so this is from October 2019 all the way up to February 19th. So you can just see every day you wake up, the market's higher than where it was before. And what would you do then? If you're someone who has no experience whatsoever, you cannot see the wider picture. You're just looking at the daily candle moves and you're just seeing, holy shit, this thing is just going to the freaking moon. So all you're doing is you're just buying. Every time it just dips down a little bit, you buy. It dips down a little bit, you buy. And you make a lot of money out of these dips, right? It dipped down over here. We bought like crazy, right? We bought and it went back up to all-time highs, we're saying. It was so messed up, right? Now, I'll never forget this day. This was a Tuesday. It was a Tuesday or a Thursday. It was a Tuesday, I remember. It was Tuesday, if I can remember, 25th Feb. Where's 25th Feb here? 25th. Yes, here, exactly, right over here, okay? Now, over here on the 25th, I remember very well, right? We got into the market. We saw that the market had gapped down. We don't watch any news. He's not watching any news. And even if he is watching the news, all he's telling me is, yes, there's COVID, there's potential COVID. We're not 100% sure of what's being reported by China, right? I mean, even COVID happened in 2019, December, right? We heard some stories about it, but we were just looking at the markets. And even from December, the markets were just rallying like crazy. Like there was a small dip here when we first heard about it, right? And it just recovered so quickly, right? So we thought the same thing's going to happen here. Like, oh, COVID's now hitting the US, March 2020, 25th Feb. It's already corrected. It's dropped so fast. I think this is so cheap. Obviously, if you were to buy the market up here, it's going to be more expensive than if you were to buy it down here. And so you can just come in here, you say you want to buy, and you put a buy over here. And that's it. You just buy and hold and pray. Hold, hope, and pray. That was the strategy that we were using. I'll remember that Tuesday very perfectly. Now, you can blame it. It's my fault. Fine. Fuck it. I got into the trade. I mean, we were trading together. He should have said something. He should have stopped the trade for me. We both had access to the account, this account. We both had access to it. Right? And I got into the trade on the 25th of February at around 2:45 p.m. Now, unfortunately, I had to get on a call with my line manager or my boss or something, and I couldn't monitor the trade. I couldn't look at how the trade was moving. I had to close down the window. In fact, I closed the whole browser. I just closed it. And I was like, I'll look at this later. I've bought the dip, man. The market has crashed significantly. This is really cheap. I'm going to buy in. So I bought in and I held it. I didn't have any limits. I didn't have any stop losses, nothing. A stop loss was if you bought at this position and the market moved and hit your stop loss, it would get you out of the trade. So you wouldn't have a running loss continuously running for you. Anyway, I put the buy in there and then I got a call and I jumped on a call and that call went on and on and on. And next thing I know, it's 5 p.m. and I got so tired. I went out and got some fresh air, went for a jog, went and take a shower, went and cook some food, ate some dinner, whatever. Around 7:30 p.m. And I'm going to show you guys the trade. This is the trade. This was it right here. I'm not even lying, guys. This is how fucked up it was. Let me see if I can put this in a way that I can share it. Let me see. Let's put it over here like this so you can see that. Yeah, there you go. So check this out, man. Check this out. Was it this one? Oh, it's not this one. Hold on. Let's go back. Oh yeah, this is the one. So you can see, like, we made a couple of trades there. It was a slow moving day, nothing too fancy. Everything was fine. We're just making a couple of £5, £6, £9. So that's 1,000 shillings there, 700 shillings there, 500 shillings there. Yeah, it's not too bad, man. Making some money. I got into the trade. I made my first. So I opened 3 positions. This is how hyped up I was. I opened 3 positions. All 3 were at positive, a buy. So plus sign means I bought. That means when you buy into the market, you're expecting the market to go higher. So we're here, and I'm putting a buy over here, and I'm like, the market's gonna go higher from here for sure. I bought 3 trades. I put 3 trades in because it dipped down and then it went back up, right? So I thought, oh shit, let me get more trades in here. Fuck. That was some messed up shit. So you can see 28,230, 28,050, 28,230. Like every area around this area, like I was just buying 20, like it came back down to 28,000, like from 30,000, because it had propped up to 30,000. Like if we look at the market, it had propped up to around 33,000. It came down to 28,000 here, 28. This wasn't even 28. This was like 30s here still. So it was probably maybe down here, 28,000. Yeah, exactly. 28,000 was around here. 28. That's 29. So 28. Yeah, here. This was the dip that I bought. Perfect. I went all in. I was like, let's go, man. This is an amazing dip, man. We're not going to see these prices for a long time. Because in my head, you look at the chart before, every time it dipped, there was just a massive rally after that. So I thought, this is amazing. I've gotten at a perfect time. Like, look at this. It rallied. So when it started rallying the next day, I was like, oh, I got to buy more. So I kept buying. I bought with everything. Now, that was around 2:30 or something around that time. Now, I left the trades. I let them run. Now this guy has also got access to the same account. He can open it at any time, and he can see the trades, and he can tell me like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing? You know, get the fuck out of these trades. Get the fuck out." But he didn't even do that. What the fuck am I paying him for anyway? I got on a call. I got busy. Now, when I got on the call, I completely forgot about the trades that were open, that I had opened. I moved on with my life like nothing had happened. I'm on a call, I'm taking calls, I'm doing my work, I'm cooking food, I'm taking the shower. I got a notification on my phone telling me that my positions were closed out. Now the platform does this. They tell you that if you're running loss, that means you've opened a position and the market keeps dropping, or the market keeps going against your position in a like you're making a running loss. And that loss is more than 80% of your funds. they're going to close you out. They're going to close you out because they don't want you to owe them money. Right? So they have that stop there at 80% and more. They'll just cut you out. They'll be like, "Yeah, fuck it, man. We we don't want you to owe us money." Fuck, man. I was in complete and utter shock when I saw that notification. So I was such an idiot. I saw the notification. I was like, "Wait, 80%? Wait, does that mean that did I just make like 80% profit?" No, that was an 80% profit. That was 80% loss. And so you can see these losses here: 700 pounds, 600 pounds, 660 pounds in a day, in a freaking day. You see these figures. What's the ending balance? 138. What's the starting balance? 2,132. In a day, it just wiped out like this. And damn. I was in complete shock. Like, you've been trading for months, you've been making all this money. Fine. Yes, you started off at 1,300, you brought it up to like 2,200 or whatever. You've made all this profits and shit. But, 800 or 1,000 pounds in profit. And so not only do you lose all your profits, but you also lose the money that you initially put in. So you're not even back at zero, you're back at negative zero. not negative zero, but like you know what I mean, right? And I was just completely shocked. I was devastated. Fine. It wasn't money that I was expecting in my account, but it's still money. At the end of the day, you get so emotionally attached. And that's what the markets do. They get into your mind and they control you emotionally. I think I even talked about this at some point. If you let your emotions make your decisions for you, you're fucked. And what emotion was I feeling when I saw the market dip? The emotion of greed. Because all I kept thinking about was money. I wasn't thinking about what's going on out there in the real world. Right? I was just so invested in making that money, making that profit. Right? We had no trading plan, nothing. And that's what ended up happening. And it was devastating, Now, the thing that really pissed me off after all of this had happened, and I called up Mark and I told him like, "Yo, bro, this is I had opened 3 trades and we just lost all this money." This piece of shit has the audacity to tell me that I need to pay him for the trades that he did that made some profits, which was like, I don't know, 50 pounds worth of trades or something. And I was just like, we were supposed to be in this 50-50. You haven't put in a shilling. You haven't put in a cent into this account, right? The other fucked up thing that I did was every time we made a profit, I didn't withdraw that profit. It was just sitting there in the account for us to trade with. And I would pay him out of my own personal account. How fucking stupid was I? So can you believe this? I mean, when I look back at these decisions and I look at these things that I did, right? It's all a learning experience, right? I learned a lot. Fine, I'm grateful for all the experiences, but man, it was just fucked up, really fucked up. Anyway, we live and we learn. But the thing that really pissed me off was the fact that he started telling me that I still had to pay him for the trades that he did. I told him from the beginning that we were going in as a 50-50 partnership. He was looking at it as he's an employee. He had that employee mentality. And I was like, are you freaking retarded? First of all, how many friends do you have? Mark, if you're ever watching this video, if you ever do get to watch this, but I've kind of blocked him out. But the only question I have is how many people do you have in your contact list that will give you access to all this money in their funds, all these funds in a single account in a trading platform and tell you, hey, look, manage this for me. And whatever profits you make off the trades, I'll give you 50%. How many friends do you have like that, man? You ungrateful piece of shit. Even if the mistakes were mine, I funded this account. Right? I made the losses, fine. How dare you ask me to pay you? Pay you with what? We lost all the money in the account. So I mean, the market was just crazy. COVID was just an event that, I mean, some people, I don't think some people were affected as much, especially people in IT were affected as much because either you were just working from home and you weren't affected as much. You wouldn't really see the effects that it had on the markets, on people's livelihood. How many people lost their jobs? How many people were put on furlough, stimulus checks, and all that kind of shit? It was fucked up. Yeah, it was. It was really messed up. It was just one of those events that I can't even believe we're here. How many lives there were lost, and every day we would see those numbers on our screens. They weren't just numbers. These were actual people. It was such a tough time, right? So when you look at the broader picture, fine, I lost some money, right? But there are people who lost their lives, and it was just such a fucked up time, So anyway, man, it was just one of those decisions that, and what pisses me off the most is when you hear about people who made billions or, became billionaires overnight from these kind of volatile market moves, making money off of people who've lost money, making money off of bad news, negative news. And there are people out there who trade these things and short the market and make money off of people's losses and it's fucked up. But this is just the world. This is how the world works, But it was just something so scary and fucked up, and I learned a lot, But yeah, that was it basically. That's how I lost 350,000 Kenya shillings in a single day. It took me months to accumulate that kind of money. I grew the account from like 180,000 to like 300,000. 3 or 4 months, you made all that kind of money, and then just to see it wiped clean in a single day, it was just so crazy, so stupid. Made bad decisions, but you learn from that shit. I kind of had to cut the guy off, obviously. Because it was just, it is what it is, man. Anyway, now there were a couple of memes that I wanted to share before we call it a day. There was something that I saw that was so freaking interesting. I had to share this. No, we're going to talk about that later. So this was the video, yes. So I want you guys to watch this video for a second here. And just watch it, and then I'll talk about it later.
I enjoy engineering and science and just learning about new things. I have actually taught many courses in engineering in the past, and I plan to make more in the future. At first, I didn't know what I wanted to do on my new social media accounts, but I decided that I would do something that I enjoy and see what happens. At first, it was really slow. However, as I persisted in doing what I enjoy, my fan base grew. I started getting more and more followers, and in fact, in just around 24 hours, I've got around 20,000 new followers. I am a firm believer in the
Fuck, man. In 24 hours, you got 20,000 followers. And I just like, I'm also into engineering and science and shit. Where the fuck are my 24,000 followers? 20,000. Where are my followers? No, I don't have those. And then I realized I know what the real product is. The real product are those boobies. That's the real product. We all know why people are watching this shit. It's not because you know how to, oh, you're very good at science and engineering and shit. Nah, it's just, we already know what the product is, man.
fact that you should always do what you enjoy, no matter if it will get you views or not.
Oh, really? But now this got me into thinking. I kind of analyze these videos. There's so much rubbish content like this on the internet. I mean, fucking hell, you don't bring any value. You're just there with your fucking boobs out there, just getting all the attention, and all these simps that are just like, looking at these. But it really got me thinking. If you actually look at this video carefully, is this really even a real person? I mean, just look at her eyes. I mean, most people are not even looking at her face. But on a serious note, just look at her face for a second, right? And just look at her face. And I'm going to play the video. Look at her face and ask me, is this really a real person?
I enjoy engineering and science and just learning about new things. I have actually taught many courses in engineering in the past, and I plan to make more in the future. At first, I didn't know what I wanted to do on my new social media accounts, but I decided that I would do something that I enjoy and see what happens.
Nah. The source that gave me this video was from 9gag, and one person on the 9gag channel platform posted down there, this looks like an AI generated video. This looks like some robot. And it just really got me thinking, maybe this is what's going on the internet. I think this is what's going on the internet. Maybe the person who actually manages this account, this YouTube channel, this person is a fat, old, hairy, balding man sitting behind the computer, generating these AI, artificial intelligent videos, right, of women with big boobies, making all these, oh, I'm an engineer, I'm a PhD, posting these, and simps all around the world are just like, oh, look at those, and then that's how they're getting these views. So we know what the real product is, guys. And then it got me thinking, how can I do this? Maybe this is what I need to do, because this is the future. AI, artificially intelligent, artificially made videos with robots and shit. And I didn't even have to search far. So check this out. Check this out. I'm not even fucking lying, man. So I made this video in advance. So I'm going to show you guys. Check this out. Check this out. Just listen to what she says. I made this.
Chill Out Records is an amazing channel, and the guy hosting it is so handsome. Please hit the subscribe button, like, and leave a comment on this video if you thought it was good.
You see that shit? You see that fucking shit? This is the future, and it really got me thinking. Maybe this is the future of my channel as well. Maybe I'll just have to, get a couple of pretty ladies to just represent me. Put them on the. Hey, look at this shit, man.
Chill Out Records is an amazing channel, and the guy hosting it is so handsome. Please hit the subscribe button, like, and leave a comment on this video if you thought it was good.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I need to do. I don't need to be physically here showing you my balding head and my ugly face. I just need to make them some AI shit like this. Maybe obviously have some more cleavage and show some boobies, and that's it. I get my 20,000 views. I don't need to do this. This is the product. It's not if you're smart or you've got some skills in engineering or you've got something entertaining to talk about or how much money you lost or anything like that. It's got nothing to do with that, man. This is what the internet's all about now these days, because we've got all these weak weak simping men out here, thirsting over these kind of women.
At first, it was really slow. I enjoy engineering and science and just learning about new things. I have actually taught
Oh man, what the fuck, man? What the fuck are we getting into, man? It's fucked up, man. Anyway, it is what it is, guys. Oh, Miriam. Oh, sorry, I didn't even see your comment, Miriam. Thank you so much for checking out the content. Where the hell have you been? I had started the channel. I started the live like an hour ago, and it's like, well, it's an hour now, so we're almost calling it a day. But yeah, as you can see, Miriam, women are taking over the internet, man. It's guys like me with my balding head and all that kind of shit. We don't have a chance, man. So anyway, oh, hold on a second. Let me show you, now that you've joined, let me show you what the new layout looks like. So this is the new layout of the channel. I can hide the camera like this. So you've got the you've got the new wallpaper and everything. And yeah, I don't know what do you think about this new layout? I think we're getting towards the new year, so I thought I might as well just redesign the whole layout and everything, and make my channel look all fancy and shit. Obviously, it doesn't have boobs, but I mean, if you guys want to see boobs, I can I can do some stuff there. But well, this is what I have so far. And yeah, I also got a new haircut. Obviously, I know it's a bit too short, but starting a new job, you got to look a little bit like you're not homeless. So I thought, might as well just, do something simple. It's going to grow out anyway. Who gives a shit, man? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking out the channel. Unless, Miriam, you've got something that you'd like to add or say. Any comments or questions about what I've talked about? You can let me know. Otherwise, other than that, I mean, there's nothing really much else to say. Yeah, I was just talking about the markets and stuff, and this is how I kind of like share my screen. So at least like my image goes smaller, and the whole video, like the whole screen's now the screen share, so you can see stuff. Oh, there was one more meme that I wanted to share. Oh yes. Let me share one more meme, and then we call it a day. It'll be a beautiful Saturday to end the show on that meme. Okay, 1 second. Let me get it. 1 second here. It's a very crazy meme. Let me see. I gotta share this video, man. It's just such a funny video. Okay, here we go. This is the one. Wait, is it this one? Hold on. Let me just double check. I don't want to play something that might get me flagged. Actually, you know what? Let's watch these ones. Okay, we watch. Oh, let's watch this one. This was so stupid, man. Okay, so in this video, these guys are pushing the van. They're pushing the van. Maybe it's stuck in mud or whatever, right? And so we can see that everyone is outside of the van pushing the van, because that's how it just makes sense to push it from the outside. He's pushing it from the inside. I don't even know what to say to this, man. It's just like, what? It's just one of those videos where maybe he's got a mental disability, and they said, you know what, the best way that this guy can help us is let's just put him inside the pickup truck, make him feel involved and make him feel like he's helping out the crew, Anyway, man. All right, one last video. I gotta share this one. Like, what? Oh my god, kids, man. This would be a perfect advertisement for no condoms. We don't want condoms, man. I mean, no, sorry, we need condoms. What am I saying? This is a perfect condom advertisement right here, man. Guys, make sure you use condoms, or else this is what's gonna happen. Oh, some crazy shit, man. All right. That's it, guys. I don't know if I should play this one. This one's crazy though. Even this video is really crazy. All right, you know what? Fuck it, man. This is the last video, and then we'll shut down this show.
Oh no. Jesus.
Man, it's just some messed up shit, man. It's just some messed up shit. You know, it's just some crazy shit, man. Anyway, guys, I'm not even gonna do the rest of this stuff. So this is some crazy stuff, man. Anyway, guys, I will leave it at that because yeah, after this I think it gets a bit too crazy, and I'm not gonna play this because YouTube's gonna start telling me, oh, we've found some copyrighted stuff, or we've found, yeah, fuck it, man, fuck it. Okay, guys, I will see you guys not tomorrow. Yeah, not tomorrow. I might not be available next week because of certain things that I need to get done, and it's gonna be a bit crazy. So I might not be able to go live next weekend, but I will try my level best. I've got a lot of content that I want to share. I've even put out a stream that I want to do. I will try to do the gaming session, so gaming sessions will be there, so that's nice. But anyway, thank you guys for those that did check out the channel. I really do appreciate it, guys, and as always, have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you guys when I see you guys.
Chill Out Records. Okay, I'm ready now. On this notepad every day I thought I would train to write rhymes till I became a lot like insane. But for now I left rhymes and things started getting strange. I felt drained and my brain wasn't thinking the same. I couldn't point out the cause of the pain, my flaws and the way I started a loss of the game.